only winning 3 of them.
Anderson on top, shot clock at 2. Barnes pickpocket. Here comes Kawhi Leonard. Comes up with it. Here comes Jordan Farmer, who is playing in Israel when signed. It's a Carter 3, and it's right down the hatch.
3 and
It's made. And here's Danny Green working by Carter. It's Leonard who leads him in scoring at 21 points. 2 may have been deflected, picked up by Duncan. Here comes Parker by Anderson to the rack.
That's
In the mismatch with Carter working into Parker. Leonard is in the NBA from three-point territory. It's 44%. West watches Randolph.
nice move.
Antonio, the second best shooting team in the league, and back of Golden State. See the shooting tonight. Across the lane, Aldridge. Give. Bigger Munford. It Mills right there. Mid-range shot will go in. It's Aldridge. He pounds his way into Randolph, who altered enough. Offensive board, no look pass. Ginobili.
I'd rather getting to the free throw line. That's been the equalizer here in this first quarter.
Difference of 2 seconds. Game clock and shot clock middle to the 3. Count it. In the long shot. Here is Tony Allen the other way. Spins into 2 defenders ready to meet him.
Oh, nice move there by Green.
Michael Green puts it up and in the second here.
Makes timely shots.
Spurs have missed their last 4, shooting 29% from the floor. Carter there, holding on to Diaz.
To me, he's going to be the X factor of how far this team goes. If he can return to form of their championship year a couple seasons ago, that's cool.
Carter 3 of 4. Inside West. Put on the break. Keep things going. Good job by Chris Wallace and John Hollinger. Here's a shot by Allen. That is a 3. Good steal by Allen. Third turnover for San Antonio. Carter. He's got some mo and takes it. He's bounced around a little bit. He's a free agent to be at the end of this season, so a lot on the line. And performance-wise, another steal for Leonard. They'll glide in for a second. Dia watches Allen. Another turnover lost by Martin. 3-on-2. Mills, Leonard. Contract in July. Mills knocks it away. Allen, Munford, and Stevenson from outside with Danny Green. And Dion will find his way into Vince Carter with a twisting and turning layup and a tap in. The Grizzlies, 13 wins, below last year's over 50 win. Never quit attitude, the grit. Adopted by Ginobili. Down court, Duncan.
That can't happen if you're Memphis.
In the finals MVP, Leonard's got 7 in the quarter and 12 for the game. Randolph, Stevenson. They love when he takes it and he creates.
Of that first team All-NBA.
Grizzlies having a 69% shooting second quarter. Stevenson helping that way and puts in another.
Better first half.
Exactly what they needed.
Muck it up.
Team that comes in having lost 14 of their last 17. Aldridge across the lane.
The question is, how long can Memphis sustain, especially defensively, this run?
Finding his way inside and across the lane. He's done that twice. Both teams with a foul to give. Under a minute to go here in the second quarter. Parker gets himself free. Works on Stevenson. Tony Parker. To go here in the second quarter. Parker gets himself free. Works on Stevenson. Tony Parker. He's sitting in the corner. Ginobili's in the other corner. And Parker takes it inside on Stevenson. What a play. Tony Parker. Running strong for the Spurs, the number 2 seed in the West. Stevenson with the rebound by Ginobili.
Danny Green, he hasn't even attempted a shot tonight. This is the guy that, remember a few years back,
33.
Well, he's going to have to continue as this is the first shot attempt by Danny Green. Gets a 3 to go down. To attack the paint and that change of pace that you were mentioning.
It's a Carter 3, and he gets it.
I like what Popovich is doing right now, trying to get Kawhi Leonard in that mid-post area. See if he can collapse. He's very tough shot there.
Carter 5 of 6. He's got Duncan on him now. Smells blood, takes it in, finds the 2. Parker with the switch on defense. Here comes Aldridge. He's now beginning to find his $4 million this past summer. They won the sweepstakes. He's got 17 points on 15 net. Played for the Clippers. They waived him in January 2015. Duncan the fake pass. The drive on Anderson. The offhand.
Snatched it away from Randolph.
Parker changing direction. Flying inside. Accelerates ago. Just picked up his first personal foul. He's got it with Farmar in the way. Parker aggressively puts up the shot and gets it to roll in on cue. Xavier Munford is checked in. Duncan is there. Scoops one up and off. He takes the place of Farmar. Another offensive rebound by Anderson. Playing hard.
Well, nice determination and second effort there by the Birdman.
He's got a shot outside and a three. Yeah.
Because when Kawhi Leonard came into the association, he could barely shoot a free throw. And Randolph didn't see Aldridge was trailing behind him the whole way.
Oh, Tony Parker.
And Jarrell Martin, and Tony Allen, and Matt Barnes to put the ball in the basket. Kawhi Leonard.
And 7-win San Antonio Spurs. Allen inside. And the tap goes in. For San Antonio. Threes. West caught. Kicks. Mills checks the defense of Munford.
On this Spurs team, average over 30 minutes. That's Kawhi Leonard, that's Diaw. The tap. And I give Tony Allen a lot of credit for playing through all these injuries.
Look at the drive by. Ahead to Hairston, on the move and over Diaw off the glass.
Everyone's constantly moving in this Spurs offense. Look at this.
Mills. Patty Mills picked up his second.
And the crowd favorite here with the San Antonio Spurs.
A project for Popovich. Lance Stevenson had a couple of moves here from Charlotte to the Clippers and from Clippers into Memphis. Hot pot.
And they ended up winning by double digits.
Mills three bucket. He's played in about every alphabet league you can mention. Martin with a three. They let him go up in Minnesota in early. Tony Allen, great stuff, DA. Thank you. Spin move. Jonathan Simmons, the rookie from Houston. He's played in about every alphabet league you can mention. Martin with a three.
And a scary one.
Yeah. Farmar, shot clock at 2. By Marjanovic, outside. Lance Stevenson. Diaw. Marjanovic, that's right. If you've got the Portland 4 against 5. On paper, it looks like it's got some competitive value. Hairston will put up a triple.
Getting ready to collide.
Yeah.
Is that what you're trying to set up here, partner?
So it was up pretty monumental, Anderson.
Oh, man. That would be great to see. There's a lot of work as Martin knocks down. You got a team, a couple players by the name of Kevin Durant and Russell Westbrook says, don't wait. Don't forget about us.
Shooting in
They were shooting 25% at one point in that first quarter.
Dion lasering one in. Look at Marjanovic. A pirouette. Spurs are having a 67% shooting second half. Approaching 4 to play. Kevin Martin.
He can score.
Humphrey. And Martin gets it. Makes the drive across the line.
Do this end. He's got to become a better defender.
And Green gets it to drop. Nanda Marjanovic's jersey every time he's gotten it inside.
7-3, wouldn't you?
Yes, I would. Simmons, a 3.
Spurs is that Steve Kerr and Greg Popovich, they have options of play.
Oh, here in San Antonio, coming up next, the Clippers and the Blazers. Crossover drive by Simmons. Picked up by Munford, and ahead it goes to JaMychal.
Adjustments can Memphis make in Game 2 on Tuesday? It's pretty much going to be the same thing.
Kevin Martin.
He's going to
Marcus Crosby. Good job, Game 1 here in San Antonio. And the Spurs have gone up 1 game to none on 7th and their 5th consecutive overall.
Yesterday, the NBA announced that our own Kawhi Leonard was named the 2015-16 Kia NBA Defensive Player of the Year. This season, Leonard anchored a San Antonio defense and once again led the NBA in fewest points allowed. He was amongst the league leaders in steals and averaged a career high in blocks per game. Leonard also becomes the first back-to-back
effective as he always is with this team, and since the All-Star break, he's been great. The free agent from the Portland Trail Blazers. Shot clock at 6. Parker, Aldridge, long 2. Here is Zach Randolph, constantly crowded inside. Here he's got Leonard, who slaps it away.
That really bothers him.
Another shot outside. That will drop.
Coming under duress with the shot clock running down.
Parker, who is penetrating all night long in game 1, tried there, knocked down. Aldridge got it. He throws it away. Corralled by Green. His 3 is down. Grizzlies very short-handed. We'll get into that story because it has been the theme of this season. Randolph hitting from it.
Use the glass, Mr. Aldridge. That's what it's there for. Can't miss bunnies like that.
Farmar, Parker defends the regular season series with their division foe, Memphis. Spurs have missed their last 4. Aldridge, mid-range shot.
NBA season as well as playoffs. Don't get too high nor too low. You stay the course.
Ginobili has also kept the tempo up for San Antonio. With Aldridge down low and Anderson defending, and the shot clock is down to 5. LaMarcus Aldridge, beautiful shot. Xavier Mumford has come in, the D-League player who had a 4-year career.
Randolph, you got to make a quick move against David West. Can't allow a nice move down low.
Had it knocked away. Aldridge is right there, and LaMarcus with a point-blank shot, turn away from Anderson, held by an 87% free throw shooter.
You know, if you're Dave Yeager, you obviously, but with just under 2 minutes left, let's see how they close the quarter.
Mills to West. Manu Ginobili into Anderson, out to Manu. Resetting. The 38-year-old Ginobili. Game clock down to 5. Manu Ginobili. Mills for 3.
We're trying to go to Zach, and there's a lot of contact down there. So, but we got to find a way to score.
Thanks, Dave.
Martin just picked up his second personal foul. This is a Manu Ginobili. It up. Here's Stevenson on top. Munford at the point. They got Green. They got Tony Allen. Finds a double, yet still gets it.
And think about this. This Memphis team, they're 9th in the association at 25 free throws a game. That lets me know they're
Manu, Diaw. He's got smothering defense on him. Knocked away.
I like
Memphis
it.
has been better tonight inside covering, and here comes Green. Got the lead. Tribes.
Somewhat embarrassed. You know, they were embarrassed, and they understand that. They've come out and played much better and much harder, especially at the defensive end.
How about that great call? Bill Green works on Diaw, bumps into Green of the Spurs. Shot clock at 3, never hit the rim. Stevenson the dance and fires over Leonard. That is it.
Even Mumford overplaying Patty Mills here.
Here's Tim Duncan now, who will turn 40 after game 4. Mills! Down court. Here comes Leonard. Back to Green. Over to Diaw. The bump and kicking it back out. Mills 3. Good! We've lost coming into its players and Courtney Lee along with Jeff Green next Tuesday. For more, visit the NBA app or NBA.com.
From the free throw line.
It's been a very efficient offense so far for San Antonio. Diaw the drive right into end. Kevin Martin in for the first time. San Antonio shooting 48% from the floor. We have the shot clock down to 4. Kawhi. 4 of them for the Spurs. Martin the drive. And the finger roll.
His defense, he's not going to shoot a high percentage. So he's got to continue to be aggressive though.
Tony Parker. Half to play in the half. 9-0 run for San Antonio. Barnes. Spurs planning to get to 50%. They shot 52% from the floor in game 1. Parker, or rather Martin, got it from Parker. And that will drop. Randolph, Farmar, and Vince Carter. Good feed and a slam inside, but 34%. No one in double figures yet for either team. Leonard given the Defensive Player of the Year award before the game comes in with the
First to the last 2
There's a
minutes,
deflection
technical fouls, assist.
by Farmer. This is a free ball. Anyone is allowed. The first to the floor. That's Farmer.
Throw line, 20 points, 4 steals, 3 blocks, 3 threes. It all shot clock at 6. Farmer off on the 3. Rebound by Kawhi Leonard. Pickpocketed by Randolph. He'll float in with a finger roll.
6'10", 6'11" guy. Duncan coming, rotating over.
No fouls to give either way. Parker dances on Barnes. Tovar at 33 gets it done. Barnes kicks it out. Allen. An open triple. Oh, and flying out of the rafters. Shot clock at 5. And Tony Allen hit as he's rating, giving up 96 points per 100 possessions. Went to junior college for a while and worked his way to Oklahoma State by Tim Duncan. The dive inside by Green with a 3. Aldridge is on Randolph. And Vince Carter will shoot over Green. And the defense clamps him. It's Farmer to Barnes. And Anderson comes off the weak side and puts it in. Their share of rain in this state, flooding in and around the Houston area.
As we're on our way to Houston for Game 3 between nice move there by Kawhi.
Randolph and Aldridge. Good cut, Barnes. Good feed by Randolph.
The length, obviously the length of Aldridge, but the help length of Tim Duncan.
That was a good. Barnes from outside since 1980. Think of that. It's the 4th most lopsided since 1971. LaMarcus Aldridge, 2 in a row.
Advances it to Leonard. Touch pass over to Ginobili.
Perfect 8 of 8 San Antonio tonight from the stripe, and now not.
Arguably the greatest power forward to have played this game.
Tony Allen. Shot by, after a good game coming off the bench and playing terrific defense. Said, hey, I showed a lot of grit and a lot of grind. There's a 3-point shot by Mills. Mills off the bench, 12 points tonight, 15 in game 1. Nice shot outside by
15 times in this ball game, 11 in game 1. Tonight the Grizzlies.
Anderson this season, a 75% free throw shooter.
To be able to do, once this series switches.
12 for Tony Allen is the leader right now for the Grizzlies. Nice pass, West. Mills, Diaw, West with the hockey assist. This is, you take the top 2 players off of any team in the playoffs right now, they're not the same.
And you're going to see the same thing we're seeing tonight.
Yeah, and you got Mills with a 3. Traded in February. I mean, this is what a lot of teams are going to look like.
Also, too,
nice tip by LA Clippers. Nice steal. The galloping West crashing in as well as anybody. Yarnjanovic is out there. Miller was defending. That one's going to trickle in.
Yarnjanovic pulls down the rebound.
Well, as Greg was telling us, Popovich was telling us before the game, Martin with a 3. Popovich been the key. Kawhi Leonard is an analytics freak. And he's a freak of nature just physically out here early as well.
2 minutes remaining.
Love it.
Farmer, 3. Oh, now San Antonio is Marjanovic. Munford. 13 games, 16 of 18. And 6 straight. Wow, they scored 68 points tonight. And they shot 32%. Defense right there for San Antonio. Oh, coming up next, it's Inside the NBA presented by Kia.
And we welcome you just along Mississippi here in Memphis, Tennessee, and the FedEx Forum for Game 3 of the 2-7 matchup in the West, San Antonio and Memphis. Dominant performance by the Spurs in games 1 and 2. They lead 2 games to none. As you see the rest of the story in the West, those top 4 seeds expected to move on. We've seen one surprise with Houston beating Golden State last night and Dallas's win. As we look at tonight's starting lineups, brought to you by Modelo Especial, a change in the Memphis starting lineup. no Chris Anderson. They go smaller and add Tony Allen to Farmar, Carter, Barnes, and Randolph. For the Spurs, it's Tony Parker, Danny Green, Kawhi Leonard, Defensive Player of the Year, LaMarcus Aldridge, and Tim Duncan. We'll come back the other way. The Grizzlies have not led for a minute in this entire series. They've led for 25 seconds and by 1 point in the first two games.
Now, by going small, they have Barnes on Aldridge, which is a major mismatch.
There is Kawhi Leonard.
And anytime there's a drive to the basket, you'll see two men on the ball and sometimes three.
Vince Carter is short on the three. Zach Randolph gets the rebound and keeps this trip alive.
Now, this is what you need. You need the extra shooting to open up and create space.
We'll detail all those who are gone from this Memphis team as Danny Green looking to get
time. They fronted, and they're going to force you to throw the lob pass. But once Carter gets it, he's got to score now. You can't miss an easy opportunity like that.
Leonard out of the corner. That three-point shooting. Marcus Aldridge, as the season has gone on, has fit in. And around All-Star break time, Greg Popovich said, it's your time. You do what you can do like that. Of second unit player and had accepted that. But because of the spate of injuries, he's had to become a starter here in the playoffs. Randolph, first 8-year rotation.
Well, the big thing is no Spur is playing 28 minutes after the first two games.
Randolph ties the game at 14. Aldridge back to work on Randolph. Pumping him, bodying him. Aldridge comes across, rolls it home, and one.
When you look at Aldridge, he's excellent on the left side of the floor, where he is right now. Now you're going to see the hit. He gets hit twice, but he can play great with his back to the basket, take you out to 20 feet.
The reason those players no longer available.
Also, Brandon Wright at 6'10".
Yes.
They expected him to be their starting center if Gasol went down.
Away by Diaw. The blocks and steals and deflections. Spurs at the top of the list right now. Diaw joins the play, fake the three, and goes in. Michael out of Alabama, 6'9", his second year.
Gotta get going here.
And Lance Stevenson will pull up and take knocked away by the Spurs.
Think about that, Mike. That's 3 strips on guys going up for a shot.
Ginobili at the end of the quarter knocks down the three-pointer and taken away by Diaw.
If he would have hit the middleman could have handled that.
This is Kawhi Leonard out of the corner for 3. So Leonard has hit 2 3-pointers. He leads this team in scoring with 10. What else is new? It's been such a smooth transition to Leonard and Aldridge becoming the star players for this Spurs team.
Well, during the course of the season, they only average about 7 makes a game in threes. But in the playoffs now, they're making, and the Memphis regular bench guys are starting.
Ginobili knocks down a 3, and the Spurs scorching hot from deep, and the lead is 13.
Now that group that's out there now from Memphis, Mike, they got to pick up out by the 3-point line. Nice pass.
There is JaMychal. And Stevenson says, wait.
Nice.
To Chris Anderson inside for the dunk.
Yeah, I like what he did. When he ran that spin move, and Popovich is very upset right now with his guys. So he's challenging the referee, and so is Leonard. But that was a smooth move by Stevenson. Just watch this. The trailer's coming right down the middle. There he is, right there. Beautiful look.
10 straight for the Grizzlies to get back within 3. Duncan sets up space in the lane off the window for 2. Randolph
nice
takes
move.
it away. Ginobili able to come to the backcourt to get it. Plenty of time on the clock. Patty Mills checked in. Leonard a 3.
The offensive quickness.
Back to 3. Grizzlies have scored 21 in this quarter. 20-point quarters have been rare. Farmar gets in. 8 seconds away from avoiding that 3-0 deficit. Well, the play of the week as well. Final seconds. Nick Barnes, he got pushed and scored. Getting to quarter high in the first 10 quarters played, 25 points.
Advantage of the open shots, meaning Carter and Allen, that they had in the first half.
At Barnes rattles home the... Aldridge now has 11 in his first 2 games. Farmar on the take. Good ball movement. Carter for the three.
Nice.
Squeeze it. Farmar cuts off Parker and the break. Look at Hubie crushing the research tonight. Ginobili. Leonard back the other way.
Yeah, they're picking it up here.
Oh, pitched it out to Green. He hit the three. Spartan proud. Zach Randolph. Took it away from Leonard. Zebo up strong. David West comes in. Kyle Anderson came in at that Memphis timeout. Parker to Leonard. And Kawhi Leonard hits his fourth three of the night.
He's got 4, and Ginobili's got 3.
Carter keeps one of these spin moves. Ginobili inside, ducks away, and Carter gets the leg. Zach Randolph working on David West. And scores.
See, right now, there isn't any over. Good deflection. Good deflection.
Anderson got fouled in one.
See, when you're going to foul, you have to make the foul that the guy can't get the ball up above his number.
What are the rules on playoff fouls?
That's right. You got. Now you're going to see. You know you're going to foul the guy. Please. Here.
Mismatch Barnes with Patty Mills. Green lobs it over the top. To Michael Green backing down. Mills. Dogs in recent playoff history coming into tonight, but giving San Antonio everything. Green.
Nice.
Leonard comes to lurk by midcourt. Dial's going to have to turn and hit it right on the three.
Look out here, 4 on 3.
Anderson patiently got it up there to West, who pitched it to Leonard. Kawhi Leonard, 5 of 7 shooting threes here in Game 3 on the road.
One thing,
Stevenson is hurt. Lance Stevenson got hurt back behind the plate. So it's 5 on 4 for the moment. Munford goes in. Kawhi Leonard back in for the Spurs. Clock at 5. Randolph sees 3 black shirts. Patiently waits and scores.
Sheer strength. Sheer strength. He saw the 3 guys. There were 3 guys.
Chip Englund, outstanding shooting coach. He and Chad Forcier get so much credit, and deservedly so. All the work they put in with the developing Spurs. Day in, day out. Green at the line. Got them all! Huge cause. Neat stops with 2:45 to go. Leonard sitting on 27 points. Guarded by another tough defender in Allen. Tough shot.
Oh, score. Just don't put him on the line.
Aldridge going to work. Backs down Barnes. Ball rotates to the star. Kawhi Leonard with a good night kiss off the window. Shot clock is off. Danny Green backs it out. San Antonio will be on this floor in 37 hours with a chance for the sweep.
But they had to work to earn this one, Mike.
26-15, they outscore the Grizzlies in the fourth, and Game 3 goes to the Spurs. And San Antonio will be the first with a chance to make it to the second round. Game 4, Sunday, 1 Eastern, noon Memphis time on your ABC station. Five-time NBA champs, the number 2 seed this year, the San Antonio Spurs, look to sweep the 7th seed, the Memphis Grizzlies, as day 9 of the 2016 NBA playoffs begin. Here are today's starting lineups, brought to you by Taco Bell. No changes for the Spurs. Same lineups they've started the first 3 games, including Tim Duncan, who turns 40 tomorrow. For Memphis, they made a move with Tony Allen in the lineup to go small in Game 3. They'll stick with that in Game 4. For more on the San Antonio team, if you weren't with us Friday or haven't seen the games earlier in this series, the storyline for Memphis is injury depleted. There are recognizable veterans on the floor for this team now, but they are a thin group. Zach Randolph leading the
jump shooting so that Randolph can work.
Allen missed that shot, known for his defensive prowess, not a good outside shooter. Aldridge walks right in.
More important, 2 guys who can defend and score the basketball. Now, Farmer has been a good replacement.
Parker with the...
Was Memphis pushing the ball hard on misses or on steals, and they were able to really capitalize in the open floor. See, this way you get Randolph down inside. He was looking for a 3-point play there right now. He thought he got fouled. Now Popovich is also the play. Now just watch this move. baseline move. I'm going to move you out with the forearm, get you on my back. It's all over.
Particular moment with he and Tony Allen when Kobe played his final game against the Grizzlies. There's great respect for Allen's defensive prowess over the years. Barnes on the attack.
Quick off the dribble. We know that he's sporadic on the 3 game, but the mid-range game and getting to the rim, he can do that in this series. Team. I mean, think about that. That's almost impossible to do, but he did it, and he did it very quietly. He has a perfect personality to be a team leader to the rim. Look for the old-fashioned 3-point play.
David West with the corner pitch, and Patty Mills was so good in the championship run of the Spurs, and he has had a...
Mike, he's right on it, you know, mainly because he didn't like the 4 turnovers, and he definitely did not like the fact that they attempted 10 threes. They only take 18 during a game.
Stevenson on his own.
Nice. Oh, Mike, come on now.
So often from his experience, when you forecast what the emotions of a game are going to be, you end up messing up the guy. So he just lets it play out and then addresses it. Late shot clock, Leonard had to get rid of it. In franchise history, it was a 1-8 battle that the Grizzlies beat the Spurs. One of the best Grizzlies playoff moments. Carter.
But also he's had the opportunities, but he cannot get in there for the layup. Oh.
Going to get Simmons, and the San Antonio bench unhappy with David Guthrie on that call.
The Pop's going to get a tee right now, and he has to. You have to protect your player, and that's what Pop did. He thought his defense right in front of their bench. His defensive man was there, and you could see the forearm go out, and then you watch the contact. Now, as you come, there it is right there. See the lead arm. See that once again. They're fronting the post-up players, and they're doing a very good job, meaning Memphis. They're discouraging the first pass.
Parker, Ginobili, Leonard, and 1. And how about that? The catch and the ability of that big hand to get up. And the finish by Kawhi.
This is just a tough catch. Just watch the catch now. And then when he gets hit right there, he gets pulled, still could play the rim.
The main option. And what he continues to do.
What you like about it is he's accepted the role. He's a very, very quiet young man.
Count it, and it's a 3 for Barnes, and away from that action, Ginobili's going to be called.
Pop is close.
For the foul, as he was trying to fight through Randolph, so Zach shoots the free throw. Now, this was not on the shot, it was the screen.
Yes. You're going to see right here. He pushes Randolph right out of there. Now, it's an excellent...
Close out this opening round playoff series and move to the West semis. Zach Randolph going at Aldridge. The defensive help comes.
There you go. That's what he's famous for. But the main thing is right now they're trying to keep Memphis on one side of the floor. Look at this.
Yeah, Leonard with the full 6 days. If they do advance to the Western Conference semifinals, likely against Oklahoma City up 3-1 on Dallas, as Aldridge hits the first shot of this half. Oh, and doesn't get it.
No, they needed that. They need every call, Mike, and once they get into the painted area.
Of course we got that. But if you've seen the model and you did study it, you remember it's that circular model, where it starts, where it comes back to, where it continues. As Parker...
And then in this series coming in here, they're only giving up 76, and they played 3 games. Now, this is what you like to see. And I'm glad they didn't call an offensive foul. It could have gone either way.
A chance for the Spurs to build on this 6-point lead.
Well, they did. Got to go in the paint. There it is.
Draws the contact on Barnes, and it's a chance for the 3-point play.
That's a great offensive player. For years, he scored up over 20-some-odd points at Portland. And then this year, 18. Now just watch it. He sized that up. As soon as he had Barnes, he knew he was going to take him into the score.
Barnes couldn't bring in the alley-oop. Parker on the drop. Parker to the basket with a finish. And then Indiana with a good effort to tie it. Danny Green steals the inbounds and dunks. And the Spurs are up 11. Game, those not star players, those secondary players more comfortable, play at a bigger, higher level as Duncan throws it over the rim. And the chance of the 3-point play.
I'm glad you said throws, okay? Now watch. This is just 2 guys. Respect, they're banging one another. They've been so many series against. But the fact that Duncan could get it up into the offensive glass, and then also the high percentage play of a potential three inside the paint.
Of these multiple defensive efforts in this quarter from the Spurs, but Farmar hits that over Duncan.
It's extremely difficult. You can't lose Gasol, you can't lose Wright, you can't lose, and then also trade away a player like Green. These guys are all front court guys.
They had to use the NBA hardship exemption to add a player to their roster using 28, as mentioned, for the season. Simmons hits the three from who had a good run with Austin, the Spurs team in the D-League, as he was establishing himself last year.
Well, let's see those throwing. And that's the foundation. It all comes with defense, and it comes with performing on the road. There are no gimmick shooting percentage, which they're doing again now in this game for the fourth straight game. But then their style of play, their offense is geared out of. This young man played in FIBA for 10 years out of Serbia. Now, look, I want to tell you something. To see him, Mike, week to week, the improvement is staggering. Now, he came, he's a big body, but he understands the game. He speaks perfect English, according to their coaching staff. He's got great hands, and then down inside.
Under 6 minutes to play. Miller on the feet inside. Marjanovic.
Of high school basketball and the players that go out of this area into Division I. Then you look at the success of the colleges in this area. Outstanding.
We said that in the media this last few weeks. Nice round of applause from the fans, even though their team is going to get swept and lose as West hits 14 of their last 15 games. Well, the Spurs will be the first to the second round in dominant fashion with 3 games by 20 or more. San Antonio sweeps Memphis, and the Spurs will be in the final 8 of the NBA playoffs again. Dave Yeager knew how short-handed his bench was, and Greg Popovich and other coaches had admiration for the effort that they gave in games 3 and 4, even though the board says 21. Memphis didn't dog it here at any point in this game. Outscored 37-21 in that third quarter. Really told the tale. And now we'll see if they can re-sign Conley. They have Gasol under contract. Zach Randolph still for another year. And Tim Duncan will get a day off for his 40th birthday as he turns 40 tomorrow. And he and the Spurs await either the Thunder or the Mavericks. And a very nice round of applause for the Grizzlies as they leave.